right, so here he is, the former two-time UFC light heavyweight title challenger, Alexander Gustafsson. There was some retirement talk a few years ago, but he seems to have his head screwed on right now. Came back with that huge knockout of Glover Teixeira not all that long ago that many argue was the best performance of his UFC.
Yes, and I'm glad that Alexander Gustafsson is still here.
Yeah.
Because why would you leave when you still are so valuable to everything that happens in the UFC light heavyweight division? A very, very skilled striker, underrated wrestling, has scored takedowns on some of the best wrestlers the UFC light heavyweight division's ever seen. Tall, big, great cardio, a fantastic fighter is Alexander Gustafsson.
And he's going to hang around at least long enough to realize a third crack at that elusive UFC light heavyweight title. Alexander Gustafsson has graced the octagon. He's ready to fight. So you can sort of feel an uptick in terms of the crowd energy. A lot of these fans came to watch this man who you think has the skill set to be a future UFC champion.
I do, John, and I will go on record saying it. I believe this kid has a huge future ahead of him. He has a ton of skills. He checks all the boxes. He's got the wrestling, he's got the grappling, he's got the cardio, he's got the toughness. He can do it all, but it is on him now to make good on all the work that him and his team have done to put him in this position.
And the UFC, as you well know, does a masterful job with the matchmaking. When a fighter is this hyped and gets to this point of their career, they give him a guy who they think can beat him. We'll see how he handles this challenge tonight. Jon Jones, one of the greatest of all time, has graced the octagon yet again. Johnny Bones is ready to fight. And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. We send it inside the octagon, we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight world champion, Jon Bones Jones.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He is the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, here we go. Two of the best light heavyweights in the world. They are Jon Jones and Alexander Gustafsson. And for Johnny Bones, his coaches say we haven't even seen the tip of the iceberg as far as what he does in training. Your thoughts on Jones in this matchup tonight?
Jones has to go out there and approach the fight in the same way that he did in the second fight. Use his wrestling to get Gustafsson down. He just really moved around Gustafsson on the ground so easily to find a finish. He needs to continue down that path if he wants to get his hand raised again.
Whiffs on the elbow. Back and forth we go. Frantic pace early on to this one. Immediately gets the underhook.
Look at the skip action that allows you to land that big knee.
Good work getting in the way of that knee.
And look at the post on the opposite side to give himself the correct space to land these beautiful knees.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet.
Good push.
Lands a big elbow there. Gustafsson's eye is closing up now. Not good for him. Tries the flying knee to no avail. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation. Oh, nice connection there by Jon Jones, and he is fighting with a definite killer instinct here tonight, DC.
And you have to have it, because the target's always on your back when you're the UFC champion. Jones seems destined to keep that title wrapped around his waist.
And now that jab starting to get established.
Big knee.
Gustafsson's eye looks so swollen now, you've got to at least speculate as to whether or not that is a fractured orbital.
Nice level change.
45 seconds to go here in round one. Both fighters back to their feet now. Trying to land the elbow there to no avail. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan.
All right, that'll do it for that round. Gustafsson's eye has looked a whole lot better, DC. We'll see what the cut man can do to sort of stem the tide with the swelling, but if he's not able to get it to come down, that eye could swell shut. All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
All right, here we go with round two. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. I mean, the hand speed, just absurd. Well, I'm not sure if there's a facial fracture of some kind, but the striking approach has certainly worked tonight, and his opponent is hurting for certain.
He's hurting really bad right now. I mean, every single time a shot lands up top, you can see the damage that it's inflicting. The work that he has done has been masterful, and now he has his opponent very limited because he can't take many shots to the head anymore.
Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Jones is now dealing with a cheek cut. Big elbow there, lands.
Oh, nice level change. This is a terrible position.
Jones getting work to the body here on the ground. It was the elbow there. He didn't think that would be the strike coming, and he paid for it. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. So I'm going to hit you, and then you hit me. Back and forth we go. This is one of the best fights I've called all year.
Yeah, one of the best fights, and the blood. I mean, perfect liver shot. That is the most debilitating shot in all of fighting. It is very difficult to cover.
Nice defense to block the elbow. Under a minute to go. How about these two going at it?
What a fight.
Back and forth we go. Well, the strike lands there, but doesn't do a ton of damage because the fighter's... All right, breaking the action here. No surprise to see it. The ref is going to get the doctor to look at that eye that is nearly shut at this point.
Yeah, it's swelling bad, but he seems to still want to be out there.
That'll do it. Fighter trying to state his case, but he's not going to be passing any vision tests tonight. TKO via doctor stoppage, sort of an anticlimactic ending to that one. We get the official decision from Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, John Bones Jones!
So congratulations are in order to the former UFC light heavyweight champion, John Bones Jones. This is still a guy that many consider to be the greatest mixed martial arts athlete of all time.